Ready? Good day and welcome. Another big episode. Living well together. A big life in a small town.
Sometimes I think
See, I know you
for
just
me.
think I always forget.
No, I know you don't forget. Sometimes I
No,
don't know
sometimes I actually do forget.
if you're queuing me up or not. Yeah. Yeah.
So,
what do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think I like seeing your shoulders. What's holding that thing up?
You want me to pull it down a little more? I wonder if
It reminds me of Charo. Do you remember Charo?
Yes.
We got to put up a picture of Charo. Do you know who Charo is?
I was going to say I'll never be able to do that, but yes, I can do my shoulder shimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are some of the things that, we're going to talk about what's in our carts.
Okay.
Whether it
I've never seen that.
Yeah, this is a new thing. It was in my cart yesterday, and it was on my
okay.
porch this morning.
Oh, my heck.
Yeah.
Well.
Because my carts are mostly virtual. Your carts are mostly in person, right?
I don't have a virtual cart.
You don't. When you want something from Amazon, what happens?
I have you pick it up and order it.
Yeah, you usually send me a link or a picture.
Well, I don't have PayPal or any of the gizmo fake money things. So yeah, if I want something that I'm not going to go out and get,
right?
If I want something that's going to be dropped on my porch in almost no time, then I have you order it.
I know we've done that before, where you were like amazed you couldn't find it out and about.
What's the most recent thing?
Well, you just got a pair of shoes that you were really, really happy about. That was in our cart.
I needed some new shoes for just being in the office, but the bathrobe too.
Oh, the bathrobe.
I wanted
That's right.
a lightweight summer bathrobe in my cart. And you ordered it, and it was there at 5 a.m. the next morning.
And were you able to put it on then for the day? Yeah,
I was already up doing my journaling, having my coffee, and I hear the door slam. The guy shuts the thing on, and I'm like, oh, it's there.
So, but you have a favorite robe, the robes from Glen Laurel.
Right.
But that's a very
winter.
heavy winter robe.
That's like a blanket with
so
sleeves.
Cozy.
Yeah,
I know.
It's wonderful.
Yeah,
but summer weight. I like a robe. I'm a robe person.
But you haven't always been a robe person.
Well, I didn't know about robes when I was a young person.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't a thing in our family. I think it's a family thing.
So when was your first robe?
I don't know. I remember the guys on My Three Sons, Chip and Ernie and
did they wear robes?
who was the guy? Yes.
Okay.
Uncle Charlie.
Uh-huh.
That was Fred McMurray. They all had bathrobes, those plaid bathrobes. And I just remember as a kid thinking, I wouldn't mind having a bathrobe. It wasn't on the radar. And they had those flannel pajamas, as I recall, as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so they would just wear those.
Yeah.
We're definitely bathrobe people. And there are some
now.
days that we stay in bathrobes.
Right.
Some of us stay in bathrobes for a very, very long time.
Well, some of us work outside the home.
Some of us don't.
Yeah. But if we go to a hotel, we if they don't have robes in the room,
we always
request them.
And they usually have them, just so you guys know. If you request from housekeeping, they usually have robes in a hotel, but they don't always.
Housekeeping!
But they don't always keep them in the rooms. That's something on a cruise. I just found out that they don't always have them.
Okay.
But if you request them, they'll bring them to you.
Oh, I'll be darned.
Yeah. So that's your hot cruise tip of the day.
Yep. And then you sit out on your little porch and sip coffee and let the ocean go by. And
Yeah. So one of the things that I was thinking for you, like if you could create a cart with cigars, what brands and kinds would you have in there?
Oh, gosh. I don't consider myself an aficionado of cigars.
I know, but you do like a cigar every once in a while.
Every now and again, you're going to have a cigar. And, some of the standard things, I don't know enough to say I always have Romeo and Juliet cigars. I always have Espositos. There's always maybe a Padron and then I like trying new stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'll just let the guy in the shop say, "Hey, try these." The local shop we had Megan on. They actually have 3 or 4 different brands or 3 or 4 different cigars that they have rolled especially for their shop. And I met a gal there called Ebony, a gal who is a cigar roller. So we got to have her on.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, or we could actually do like a demo. I suspect we could, because she'll do parties where she goes to places and teaches people how to roll cigars.
Wow.
So it's not like my most healthy habit, but it's one of those things I enjoy, periodically.
Yeah, in the summertime especially.
Well, summertime's nice because I'm not going to smoke a cigar in my house.
I know.
And
Yeah.
I'm also not going to smoke a cigar on a 30, degree winter day outdoors.
Right.
So periodically, it's just a summery
fire,
thing.
though, right?
Sometimes.
Would you ever smoke it in your camper?
No.
Okay, so just definitely not an indoor
It's the
thing.
smell that never ends. It goes on.
Actually, that is
on,
true,
my
because
friend.
sometimes 2 days later, even when you kiss me, it's like, oh, yeah.
Oh, that's because you think you know what you're talking about.
Graham, do you like cigars? Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Just
Graham
every
and I
once in
will
a while.
share cigars. We tried pipes a couple years ago. That's a
Well,
lot of work.
actually, Graham still likes pipes, though, right?
I don't
No?
hate the pipe. Oh yeah, you scored a huge pipe collection.
Huh? Where did you get the pipe collection? Oh,
We can
that's
put a
interesting.
picture of that up there too. It was a good find.
Oh,
Probably what, 8 pipes?
Oh.
6.
And it was just more for the holder, but yeah.
Okay.
that's interesting.
Yeah, old school.
Yeah.
So
So that's what you would put in your cigar cart.
what?
But do you have a favorite?
The 1875, the Romeo and Julieta 1875. I think they call it Julieta. Depending on where you're
Julieta?
coming from. It looks like Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, got
But
it.
it's
Okay.
Romeo and Julieta.
Very good,
believe.
babe. I like it.
Yeah, whatever.
So when you go to Costco and Sam's, like,
Love me some
Yes.
Costco. I love Sam's too, though.
and we haven't been to Trader Joe's, but those are the three
been a minute
biggies.
for
People
Trader
like to talk about what's in their carts or what their haul is, HAUL
Yep.
haul. And yeah, we have not been to Trader Joe's for a long time, but if I did one from there,
It's too far away.
and it's not that
inconvenient.
it's too inconvenient.
Yeah.
Because you have to, there's a lot of stoplights and
Right,
roads and yeah. But it would be my least healthy haul from Trader Joe's because they give the illusion.
Right, Trader
Yeah.
Joe's is healthy. And there's a ton of garbage in Trader Joe's.
And I only like all their snacks and sweet treats.
Right. And I do too.
My favorite thing from there, they have vanilla wafers
Yes.
in the tub,
Uh-huh.
and they are so good. They have the brown
Their
crispy
chocolate
edges.
section is also killer.
They do have-
all the
yes,
chocolates that we
'cause-
get from Ladies
yes.
Night come from
Yeah.
Trader Joe's, and those little junior mints. They're like they're not the ones. They're like the ones you get at the movies, but they're way better.
And they're bigger.
They're huge.
How many packs do you still have here?
I don't know, more than one.
You guys haven't devoured them yet.
Nope.
Jen was saying that she really likes them too.
Yes, I have to run her off of them. She'll eat them all.
And there'll be none left for you.
Actually, it's funny because she'll accuse me of eating them all, and then I accuse her of eating them all. But it's really her.
So what other things do you get at Sam's and Costco though?
Sam's,
Like
I
what's
love.
your haul at Sam's?
Well, at Sam's, I'm always looking for water bottles. They have the small little water bottles that we used to use in the office.
Yeah.
We don't do that anymore.
Because what do we have now?
Well, now we
Even
have
better.
the water filtration system. It's a big glass canister thing with charcoal and different filters in it. And
It is so pretty, and
it's pretty, but it's
it
also
makes
very good. at
beautiful water
filtration.
for something, rather than the Berkey, which has mixed reviews, and
I don't think the Berkey people, I think they're somehow
somehow they kind of fell apart.
but I think they're being maligned,
Oh, you do? I don't
like
think so.
not proper.
Don't you remember when Lily and Andrew were over on Cliffside? And they went through 3 Berkey filters. They got moldy and musty,
guess
and
I forgot about that.
and then I heard that like some of the stainless wasn't good. These are glass
Yeah, this
containers, so they're safer.
We can put a link up for that if you want.
Yeah, we can put a link
have
up
a
for that
link
because
up
I
for
really
that.
do like that.
A QR
It's
code.
pretty. It's pretty. Graham, did we talk about that for the camper too? Like a camper water system? Yeah.
Mobile reverse osmosis.
Oh, they do. Oh, that's cool.
We just had the filters
Yeah.
changed in our reverse osmosis here at the office
Oh, that's
as
awesome.
well.
Yeah,
It had been a minute. They were gross.
I'm sure they were.
Yeah, it had been. I think it was pre-COVID.
Oh my god!
It should be done every year, and I
It should
think
be
it's
done
been
every year.
almost 5.
Actually, that's something that's in my Greenfield water cart right now are replacement filters.
Okay.
So that's an online thing.
Yep.
Love the Greenfield water filters.
Yeah. Sam's Club's also toilet paper. Like if I'm leaving Sam's without toilet paper, it's a weird day.
So I don't know if you want to reveal how many like packs of toilet paper you have, just in case
Well,
there's ever
I
somebody
never go
looking for it.
in like when it met, like even with the COVID
Back in
thing,
the
people
day,
were thinking,
no.
oh my gosh. And you'd see people even with carts
Yes.
full thinking that, which wasn't even a gastrointestinal issue.
No.
But no, I like having, I think we have 3 bales
That's it?
Yeah.
Downstairs? Only 3 backups?
at any given time.
Huh.
I don't know how many rolls per bale, but I think we have 3 bales.
I think there's 12 in each bale.
12, and each
Double
of the
pack.
12s has 6 rolls, I believe.
No, I think it's 12 in the whole pack, I think. No?
It's either 36 or
Oh,
48.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the big,
Yeah, the bales.
the ones that look like straw bales. Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Oh, yeah, that's
I got
true.
3 of those.
Okay. Oh,
At any given time.
oh, 3 of those. So, okay. So plenty.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, we have a lot of kids. And they're not preppers. They know where to come if they need things, but they don't do that.
Yeah. Well, thankfully, we do have a space downstairs where you can
100% true.
where you can store.
But that's always in my
so
Sam's
water,
cart.
toilet paper.
In my Costco cart, we discovered they have the deal of the century on coffee.
Yes. Wait a minute.
Always
Costco.
Yes.
So Sam's is water and toilet paper.
I started going to Costco because Sam stopped carrying the organic coffee.
Oh,
both in the
got it.
K-cups, which we kind of minimize the use of,
Yeah.
but in the beans, they quit carrying organic coffee. Although I stiffed them for a while. I quit going to Sam's because of Costco, which has a great coffee deal with organic beans. And then I was back in Sam's recently for something else, and they had some organic coffee back. So we'll see. I don't know. Test the jury's still out on that.
Costco's a little bit further for you, so
It's not
maybe
as
that comes
convenient,
down to
for sure.
convenience. Yeah.
But they've got a good organic coffee, and they have organic chicken, both breast, thighs, and whole chickens at a very good price. So I kind of don't mind stocking up on that.
Yeah, and actually, they were really nice to cook with.
Yeah. So certain things. And then every now and again, you just got to wander the store and find something that you want, but you don't need, which is easy.
Like, what would that be for
Might
you?
be shoes, might be beer, might be, I got a set of jumper cables. I got a golf pants. That's true. I did.
Sometimes you get pretzels. You like pretzels.
Yeah. To leave without a snack would be almost rude. Yeah, they do those mustard flavored dusted ones. And
Are
they
you
also
talking about
have-
he's
Oh.
he's talking about it in the
Oh,
cafe.
no. These are the sticks. And they
I
also
did
have
not-
the jerky.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
I'm not a jerky person. But I didn't realize how good those Sam's pretzels were until we were at the Beaver Creek lacrosse game where they were selling the pretzels from Sam's.
No kidding.
And they are so good. I can see why Honey loves them so much.
Huh.
I love the way she says it.
Pretzel?
Sam's.
Oh.
Sam's.
Help me. So in your cart, you're not a shopper, which I love, by the way.
I am not a shopper. So I actually, when I was thinking about like us doing this tonight, I'm like, okay, I'm going to actually pull up my Amazon
Your
cart.
Amazon cart.
Yeah.
Right.
And look at what's in there right now, things that I haven't ordered, but are like, I'll save for later kind of
Okay.
thing. And it is a 24 pack of the 8-ounce Pellegrino waters.
Yes.
Because Honey and I love to cheers with
Those little
those.
tiny
They're
ones.
so cute. They're just 8 ounces. They're the perfect size.
Okay.
They fit into the drawer refrigerators, and
Yeah.
so I can keep them cold, and those are yummy. And then I also had my mints, which I gave her my pack because
You buy mints like I buy toilet paper.
you are right. I buy them by the bale, and they're the Vermints wintergreen.
Are they organic mints?
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
I could eat a pack a day.
And I think you do.
No, I don't.
And
I don't. Unless
Honey
I'm
leaves with half of it.
unless I'm traveling and I don't have any other food for the day that can
Yeah.
be
What'd you have
breakfast,
today?
lunch, and
Mints?
dinner.
How many? 38.
Yeah, but I do love those. So those are actually in my subscribe and save batch of stuff. And then, the other thing that's in my save for later cart is Mexican Coca-Cola.
Seriously?
Yes, I keep it in there so that I don't have to search for it.
Okay.
But we don't buy it all the time, but I do keep it on
I
hand.
bet there's 2 cases of it right now between the basement and the garage.
Yeah, for kidney
I couldn't tell you last time I had a cola of any kind.
So now that we got the new Opal ice
maker,
machine,
yeah.
I love any kind of bubbly stuff on top of that. It's so good.
Okay.
But yeah, so I keep Mexican Coke on hand for kidney stone emergencies. It's the one tried
Or
and
just
true.
something to refresh you on a hot summer day.
Yeah, I could, but probably only once or twice a year.
Okay.
Yeah. Do you like it? Do you like Coca-Cola?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Like, so that's never
Couldn't
tempted
tell you last
to you.
time I had a cola of any kind.
What
or a
about
soft
root
drink, really.
beer
No.
or-
I mean, it's not, root beer, if I was going to have something to be root beer. And I like a little splash of tonic sometimes in my gin. But that's the only soft
yeah.
drink thing.
But not like 7-Up or
No.
anything like that.
No.
Yeah.
None of it.
Huh. Do you like soda, Graham?
Don't need it.
Yeah. Not one of those things that sucks you in. Let's see.
What's in your,
yeah.
okay, let's talk about your travel luggage. Because you are the girl who just buys 2 sets of toiletries.
I do.
Why?
Yes. Because of not having to remember what I need to pack.
Okay.
So I find that by having 2 sets, I get double the use. It's not like I'm like hoarding it.
So you got 2 deodorants, one that you just leave in your luggage, one that you use in the house.
2 sets of combs and brushes, 2 curling irons, 2 sets of tweezers.
I'm really starting to feel like we're horrible consumers.
Why?
I don't know. I've
Like
never thought about how much.
overbuying?
Well, it's a lot.
So even for my makeup, I have 2 sets of brushes.
Okay.
And then 2 sets of all of the things that I use.
And
So
it makes sense.
Foundation, blush.
And then you just leave it and
I
it's
just
good to
leave it
go
in my
whenever
travel
you're
bag.
traveling.
It makes traveling for me less stressful because packing is the worst part of traveling
The packing
in my
is
mind.
horrible.
Yeah.
And the only thing maybe worse than packing is unpacking.
Oh no, unpacking is so easy.
You think?
Dirty stuff goes in the laundry. You
guess
don't have
that's
to
kinda
think
true.
about
Yeah.
like, what am I going to wear on Friday? What am I going to wear on Saturday morning? If I go golfing, what do I need?
Do you usually overpack or underpack for clothes?
You know, I've gotten so much better. I would say that I'm even this week when Lily and I traveled down to West Palm Beach, I was afraid that I was going to overpack, and I brought 1 extra outfit, and that was it. And it worked out great. You know, I was able to pack in my smallest suitcase,
Right.
and then had my travel bag for my computer.
Check a bag or carry on?
Both. I had a checked bag for, like we have TSA pre-check, so I don't have to worry about the size of things. But I like to have full size stuff that I'm packing. So
Yeah, I
that has to-
don't like wondering about the size of stuff either.
Yeah. And so I can
And
throw
you
it in
can't bring, you can't bring a pocket knife through
Right.
TSA.
Exactly. But you can put it
can't
in
put
your
it in your check luggage. So it's waiting for me when we get wherever we're going. Things like
Yeah.
that.
So, I do,
Although I've run my pocket knife back to the car more than once.
accidentally.
It's
So what's in your
like a
pocket?
machete.
So we're talking about our travel bags. One of the other things I just wanted to mention that I love a shawl. When I'm traveling, I love my organic shawl
you just get
from
some shirts
Brooke.
to cover your shoulders.
No, I hardly ever travel in shirts like this.
know,
I'm
I
usually
know.
very modest,
I know. Yes, you are.
but I get cold on the plane.
Because they keep it at 30
Because
degrees
they keep
in
it
there.
so cold, and I just feel really cozy. So I love having so that's usually in my carry-on bag.
Carry on. Yeah.
And the carry-on bag that I have is called a Smart Birdie, and it's round, and so everybody thinks we have hats in the
Looks like a
middle.
hat
and
box
I
on
have
wheels.
matching ones. Terry usually is the one to roll it around in the airport, and he gets lots
Because
of
it's got a
compliments.
computer. It weighs 40 pounds. I mean, you're not dragging around.
It's not 40.
It's heavy.
It's not 40.
It's
I bet
close.
you it's 20. I can lift it over my head because Lily and I
you're
both
kind of a
had
brute.
to.
Not everybody could. You've been working out with those pink 3-pounders. I don't want to get too buff.
So I think that is, I mean, those are like my must-haves for is it, are those? Oh no, we also usually pack a music box, some kind of Bluetooth device where we can have,
for tunage.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because that always makes it a little bit more.
In case we want to have like a spontaneous dance party in the room.
But
Which can happen.
I was going to say, you usually do put the music on.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, so we could talk about what's on your playlist. Like, what are your top
gosh.
3? Let's talk about your top 3 Pandora lists.
Well, I just do Pandora radio. So you pick an artist basically, and then Pandora builds you a station around that genre, that artist, top 3. And it depends on what I'm doing. If I'm
Okay.
driving around in the car, that's different than if I'm hosting an event or emceeing an event but I like music. Music is, a nice way to set a tone or set a pace or drown out
change the mood.
background, change
Yeah.
the mood for sure.
Yeah.
And so, gosh, I just listened to something about that recently, like the frequency of music is designed to either create disturbance or harmony in the brain. And so what you're listening to kind of matters. But I like everything from old school country to,
I know.
I mean, I'm not a rap music person,
Yeah.
but everything else, I love Vivaldi. I'll set it on the Vivaldi, classical music station. That's so good for my brain. I like a little smooth jazz now and again. I like 80s
Yeah.
both the alt rock and the rock side of the 80s and 90s.
And you are such a music maestro, and I appreciate the way you always pick the perfect songs for the perfect tone for a party or even just hanging around the house. But there's one channel that I really don't like at all.
Which one?
Bluegrass. You knew I was going to say that, right? Because I always ask you to change it.
I just wanted to hear you say it.
I do not like it. Do you like bluegrass?
Billy strings are high, but
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's so twangy.
You got to be in the mood. I get it.
I just haven't found that mood yet. But my favorite is the beach vibe one. What is it called?
Yeah, Beach Bar Lounge.
Beach Bar
On Pandora.
Lounge. You guys, it is so good. Yes. It's the only song that I can dance to. I can actually find a beat with it. Sorry.
Choking up on the Beach Bar Lounge. You do like it. And it does change your mood.
It changes my mood so fast. Even thinking about it makes my mood feel better.
I know. Anytime I want to get my way, I just put that station on.
It does work. Now I know your secrets. So that's
Well, tomorrow night I'm going to go with Paige and Rob to see Taj Mahal out at the Rose with Kebmo. So yeah, I like a lot of different music, a lot of different styles of music. I like live music of almost any kind.
I do
That'd
like
be in my
live
cart.
music,
If I was
yeah.
going to put a thing I really like to do or enjoy in my cart, it would be live music. In my figurative cart, not my literal cart.
Yeah. What about any instruments? Would you put any actual instruments in your cart?
No,
No.
I got rid of my drum kit.
Yeah. Do you still have your guitar? Where's your guitar?
I still have 2 guitars, and I still have the cajon too. But yeah, my guitars are basically props. They're in the basement somewhere. I haven't picked them up for quite
next
some
to
time.
the sauna and the hyperbaric chamber.
We don't have a hyperbaric chamber.
We had somebody come over. He was working in the house today, and I felt like I needed to explain what was down
I
there.
didn't. I just walked him right on by.
Well, you had to walk past it the other way
know.
and see it.
I know. I didn't explain anything. None of your business.
It looks really creepy.
No, it doesn't.
It does too.
Looks like a little blue submarine.
It looks like, yeah, I know, but it's like held up by chains in a metal cage.
That's okay. How else would you hold it up?
Yeah. So the only other thing that I was thinking is what was in, some of the things, remedies and reset staples that I have are baking soda, cream of tartar. I love to travel with those too.
Those are in your cart,
Those are in my cart.
in your wellness cart.
And then activated charcoal.
I love activated charcoal.
Yeah. It's
Especially
such a
the
good binder.
Symbiotica.
Yeah, it's so nice. Actually, I don't have a pack of that because I had just used it. But these are so nice to travel with, these little packs. So here's liquid colostrum and golden mind, which helps for brain health.
Yep.
I've noticed a really big difference taking that. And they taste so good. And then we also love these little nectars for hydration.
I shared one of those with Aunt Cheryl in
did you?
Dallas. Oh, yeah. We were all sitting around the counter and she starts,
Cramping up.
Yeah, she had to get up because she had a leg cramp.
So you
I'm
gave her a
like,
nectar.
Here you go, girl.
I know. It is so good and it works so fast. So it's just an
Hydrate.
electrolyte, but it's
But I needed
organic.
one, too.
It's the
It's so
only
funny.
one it's one that I found that doesn't have any artificial flavors
Yeah.
or natural flavors.
Yep.
And has some organic ingredients to it. So I really do like that one.
It's so funny. Well, and Aunt Sue, I had used some of the activated charcoal. I was in Dallas with my people, and I know Aunt Sue's probably going to listen to this, so I got to
Hi,
give them the
Aunt
big
Sue.
shout
Hello,
out.
Gary.
And but I used some charcoal, and she wanted to know what that was, so she saved the wrapper. I think she'll probably get some.
Oh, the
And then
activated charcoal liquid?
yeah.
Yeah.
And then the nectar. I think that's going to be a popular thing in Dallas now too.
Yeah, I can
But it's
see
so funny. Our family, my cousins are down there.
Yeah.
And their families, and my
Yes.
aunt and uncle, and then our aunt from Michigan, Aunt Cheryl.
And your cousin from
And
Michigan.
cousin from Michigan. Mike.
One of them, yeah.
So we all busted down there to visit in Dallas. But it's so funny. They used to think I was like the weirdo witch doctor. And now they're all weirdos. It's so funny.
They joined the club.
Yeah. What do you do about this? What do you do about that?
Yeah.
So it's kind of interesting. But yeah, I just love being able to get together and catch up with them and get back into their lives.
It was because of your trip that I was thinking about some of these things, like what's in your bag. What did you pack to go down there?
And I used a new little travel bag this time instead of my man purse.
I know, that was so tiny compared to your man
I had a
purse.
book in there. I had my passport in there.
You had a book in that bag?
I had a book in that bag. Had and all the things I needed: phone charger and just some of the small things, pen and pad and.
It looked more like a crossbody bag. I know you said you just kind of had it over your shoulder.
And so you can't put 50 pounds of junk in it.
Yeah.
It's just you take what you need and you don't have all that extra trash.
And you don't usually travel with your computer like I do.
And no, I don't like traveling with my computer.
Yeah.
Actually, I need another computer. I don't like dragging it around because it's just
actually
old and
Apple just
decrepit.
called me, so we should go get you our business.
How about you put that in my cart?
I will. I'm going to put that in your cart, babe. You're getting a new computer and maybe even a new phone.
Or not.
Yeah. No, it's nice when they have special deals going on, though. And
Yeah.
they're like, hey,
It's exciting.
Lisa. And in my telewellness cart,
Yep.
I have epitalin, and that is the fountain of youth peptide. So I'm
Okay.
very excited about starting that.
All right.
This is a peptide that you only use once a year.
Oh.
Twice at the most, but it's to protect the telomeres.
Okay.
And so that's why it is,
Sounds like a T-shirt.
how so?
What's your thing? What are you doing? Well, I'm protecting the telomeres. What else?
What do you want
The spotted owl's already protected. We got to protect the telomeres.
Yeah. Well, it is. That's what makes
Yeah.
it anti-aging and replicate DNA better. And
Right. Telomeres get tired. They just get
do.
exhausted. That is the aging process. So anything that protects your telomeres, keeps you young longer.
yeah, they told me that it restores the command center of the brain, which is at the pineal gland.
Yes.
Yeah. And so it also then increases telomerase.
Okay. Telomerase is an enzyme. Anything that ends in
Exactly.
ASC is an enzyme.
Yes. Yeah. So learning about that, and you use it just for 15 days, 100 units for 15 days.
Okay.
So I was going to start it first thing in the morning.
I'm excited. I'm excited
Okay.
for you.
Yeah. Do you want a bottle?
Maybe.
Okay.
See how it goes. I'll let you be the guinea pig.
Yeah. I don't mind doing that. And then we need a new bottle of NAD plus too.
All right.
So
Got to
that's
keep
what's
your NAD.
That's what's in my telewellness card.
What's in your wallet?
And I do have some exciting news for my crunchy cart.
How could we not share this?
I know. Do you know what it is?
No.
Will you do before and afters with me? I'm going to catch you on.
You mean right now?
No. I wouldn't do that because.
What is it?
It's age-defying body treatment.
All right.
So it is firms,
Slather it on, baby.
brightens, and tones, but it has peptides that you use externally.
All right.
So it's
Wait a minute. You're telling me that if I put it on my skin, it goes into my body. Is that what you're telling me?
I am.
Right now?
Right now.
Okay, fine.
In this very day and age, it also has niacinamide, stable vitamin C, which there is a difference,
Heck yes.
and then plant squalene.
Oh,
Yeah.
a little squalling.
So I'm really excited about this. I have only experimented with a little bit because, and it's
You
beautiful.
don't want to get too young and uneven
No,
places.
I did. I need to
Your
take.
right arm looks way younger than your left arm.
I need to take before pictures before I.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, because
so
I
it's going to
really
tighten things up a little.
everything that I've seen, because there are girls that have already posted about their before and afters,
wow.
and it's amazing. So
Okay.
I want to do my before and after. So I thought we could do it together.
Okay.
I'll take pictures of you. You take pictures of me.
Clothes on, clothes off.
So we'll just do like arms, legs, and necks. How's that?
Perfect.
So we can leave clothes on for the most part.
All right.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
All right, babe.
It's up for a challenge.
I know, and I appreciate you always being like you're my best customer, so I always appreciate that.
I'm just a goina pig. So what else? Anything else that's in your cart? Anything else? Any other surprises? Any other launch materials?
Any other surprises or launch material? Well, we're going to be doing an enrollment promotion that's starting tomorrow, but
For Crunchy?
for Crunchy, yes.
Yeah.
So it's actually an incredible one. They do enrollment promotions a couple of times a year, but this one is $25 to become an advocate. And if you purchase $125 worth of products
Yes.
at your discount,
Okay.
when you enroll, you get a free age-defying
lift.
body treatment. Yes, we'll call it a butt lift.
It's a butt
You get a
lift.
butt lift in a tube
Can I get a tube of that butt cream?
for free.
Okay.
For free. So it's a really good deal. I think that this is $48 retail.
Okay.
But it's super fun. And like I said, everything.
Can you put it
that
on your
I've seen-
face?
Yes, you can put it on your face too, but we have peptide lotions and serums that you can use that are designed for the face.
Perfect.
But you can use that for the face too. It would be interesting to see. Do you want to put a little bit on and see?
No, not at the moment.
Okay. All right. Sometimes you like to do
Someday soon.
Yeah, some days. All right, babe. I think
there's
that's all
not a
for
camera
today.
going.
Is there anything else you can think of?
No. I think we covered a lot of ground for what's in your cart, what's in your wallet.
Yeah, I think so too. I always come up with different things that we throw in, but
Right?
yeah, I think we're there.
So exciting.
Yeah, and now we're gonna go see Grace and Honey, and we're gonna have some chicken and pasta.
Yay for that.
I know.
All right. And we've got somebody with us next week.
We do. Yep.
Back to having a guest or two.
Yeah, we had.
That's just goofing off with us.
I know. Yeah, I like goofing off with you. You're
know
fun
you
to
do.
goof off with. We appreciate you guys, friends. Should we subscribe and share?
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what I would encourage, right? Like, just do it. Like, subscribe, and share.
Just do
I
it?
think it's the right thing to do.
I've seen different podcasts where they talk about.
Smash that like button.
Well, yeah, they do say that, but also that people tune in time and time again without liking, subscribing, or sharing.
Well, because they don't want their friends to know that they're actually listening.
Well,
watching.
maybe that's true, but it really does help the channel more than people realize.
Okay.
And so, they said 8% of people subscribe and
Yeah.
share.
And I think it's funny what people like. Like, not just click the button like. I mean, actually like.
Yeah. Well, and we have a podcast.
I mean, I've listened to some podcasts and it's like, are you kidding me right now? You're still on? You're still doing this? And there's some other ones that's like, give me more.
Oh, definitely. I have my favorites. Yeah.
For sure.
But we have an Instagram podcast page too. So if you want to follow us there too, you'll know when new episops drop as well. So, and it's the Living Well Together podcast.
Makes it pretty simple.
I know. We're trying to make it as
It's a good thing we named it that.
All right, friends. We'll see you next week.
See you next time.
Bye. Oh my gosh, those sandwiches were so good.
I agree.
Yeah.
It needs more meat.
It needs more meat?
Oh, yeah. But it's good. I mean, don't get me wrong.
You mean instead of the lettuce and the pepperoncini and
All of it was
peppers?
good. All of it was good.
Did you just need the sandwich to be fuller? Okay, so what's in the cart for that is ham, pepperoni, and salami for the meat. And then I added in shredded romaine lettuce
Okay.
and the cherry peppers. Those
Okay.
are cherry
Yeah, those are
peppers
good.
diced up. And then the pepperoncini and then chopped up dill pickles. Ooh. And then Whole Foods has an Italian balsamic or an Italian vinaigrette.
Yeah.
And so I slathered that all over that. And then a scoop of mayonnaise in there and stirred it all up with a bunch of oregano. And
It was really being.
and then you just throw it on a sub bun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good. Anyways, that's also something that's in my cart.
Messy and delicious.
Yeah, messy and delicious. Yeah, you have to eat it. Actually, Graham had it with just a fork. He didn't even have it on a sandwich.
Yeah. I would eat it
like
right
a
out of the
salad.
bowl.
But do you think it needs more meat?
No. I take it back.
Okay.
I didn't say that. Cut that part out. Yeah.
Well, I'm just
I'm sure
trying to
it
think. I'm
didn't.
like, gosh, I just felt like it was so well balanced.
It was. I was mistaken. I was wrong.